So what's happening with silver this week as Neptune is changing direction? However, the change of direction of Neptune and its close association with Saturn means there could be very big changes in many things, not just in the precious metals, but there can be and is likely to be some sort of large action happening in the government. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like this, even Thursday, Friday, this week, there could be something big that happens coming out of the government that is related to the precious metals. Does this mean a revaluation of gold? Possibly. They may need to, they may have to, they need to add liquidity. They're going to do it in one of the ways they have available to them, right? Gold, revaluing gold is their, the most obvious way that people have talked about. We've heard him talking about it all over YouTube about how the government can revalue gold to the current price. It's sitting in the stockpiles, valued at $35 an ounce since the 20s. So that's obviously a lot of resource that they could gain access to if they revalue it. Now, if they revalue it, they have to raise the price to at least where it is now, but it's going to be something much higher. And so there's something, the real issue is that the silver price, okay, and they have, it's a delicate thing. It's explosive. So I don't think want to revalue gold yet. And I also feel that if they are forced to do it now, they will do multiple revaluations, and that the date in July, which is, the birthday of the country, and that would be a symbolic date to revalue it and raise the value, given also that Trump is Mr. Gold guy, with gold everywhere. That's obviously something he would want to do, but they will not, we're not going to be able to wait until July. That's basically my take on it. I think things are going to get really out of control. They're going to have to do things in order to reprice and revalue things, including potentially Bitcoin, at a higher value. So there's a lot happening here, and there's very big changes that are in the works now. And some of this stuff is going to be happening within weeks. And I have a lot more detail in the timing report for members. So if you want to know that information, and I went into great depth in the VIP call on Friday, and I've been talking about this stuff for a couple months now with members. So you can find out more at auraright.media. But the silver thing is extremely volatile right now. And we're likely to hear that there is a complete outage somewhere this week. Something about things completely and more going offline like they did on Friday. I mean, it's chaotic. We're headed into the major chaos time with the silver market. So, and gold is kind of an ace up the sleeve that the government can use to give themselves more money to pay their bills. Meanwhile, there's a lot of trouble in what they call it, non-depository financial institutions, when they're actually banks that exist in the nether regions of the shadows, right? That's what they really are. They just don't want you to call them that anymore because they don't want you to think of them the way they actually are. I talked about on Monday how they've sort of changed our linguistic understanding of things on purpose, right? That is certainly some of the AI stuff that's going on. It's very prominent this week. So that's what I have for you guys about the precious metals. If you want to hear me speak in an unrestrained way, that's in my members area. Okay, and also in my Telegram group where I can post things and I put out ideas without, being worried what Big Brother has to say about it. Make sure you got your silver in your own possession. My God, the paper silver, that's a really scary thing to own, because they already can't deliver to all the people who have their various silver, right? And so people who have the paper silver, they're definitely not getting their money. They're going to get dollar value instead, even as silver's doubling, tripling, and shooting through the moon. I definitely see silver reaching over 4 figures, okay? But not I don't know how long it will take. Nobody knows exactly how long it will take. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. Talk to you later, and make sure you subscribe. Bye-bye.